Yo, 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 it's your boy Markus Scott, and this is FLOSS Magazine. And right now we got special upcoming artists straight out of Boston. We got Rich Amiri, man. What's up, Rich? How's everything, bro?
Going on, gang? How you?
Regular day and stuff. A little rainy over here and stuff. You over on the East Coast right now, or
Yeah, I'm in
West
LA
Coast?
right now.
Oh, you said LA?
Yeah,
Okay, bet, yeah. So yeah, you guys probably got a little better weather over there and stuff. I'm over in
yeah,
Jersey, so eh.
yeah. It's way.
Um, Let me ask you, because obviously I know about you. Just get into like who's Rich and Mary. Like, I'm pretty sure your fans already know, but like for the people that don't know, or the people that's just tuning in, or if they heard your project and they're trying to figure out who's Rich and Mary, like how would you describe yourself? Who's Rich?
Shit. Rich Amiri is an up and coming artist from Boston. Who is Rich Amiri? That's a tough question. I say he's an up and coming artist from Boston, and he ain't nothing like no
Hmm.
other rapper.
That's the type of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still like a upcoming artist, so you still trying to figure out like who you are in a way, or is it like you kind of already know and it's like
Hell no, I'm still trying to figure shit out, but I have a pretty good idea.
that's what's up? And how old are you? Just for like the audience,
I'm 19.
19. Oh, so you kind of like just started your music career basically. You kind of jumped into it at a pretty young age, so you kind of didn't really get to experience the full scope of the business, basically, right?
Shit, nah, I say I experienced most of what there is to experience, yeah. I don't think I really
Mm,
like missed out on nothing by being young.
mm. And like if like you could just describe your music, because like we're just picturing like if someone's just scrolling down YouTube or Instagram and they see the video and stuff, how would you describe your music? Because I already have an idea of your music and stuff, but like if you had to describe it to like one person.
I say very like bubbly, upbeat, like raw, like vocals, just fun. I say very fun. Fun.
Mm. Yeah, so it's funny because when I think the first time, honestly speaking, the first time that I came across your music, it was the song with Lil Tecca.
Mhm.
And I know Tecca's from Queens. And you could probably put Tecca in that like SoundCloud wave and stuff of artists and stuff like with the Don Tollivers, the Lil Uzi Verts and stuff. You would kind of say that you fit like in that kind of hemisphere, or are you like a little, are you going off into a different direction when it comes to like the
I
music
say
sonically?
I say I'm definitely in the atmosphere. Yeah,
Wait, say it over, my bad.
I'm definitely like in that realm.
Oh, in that wrong.
Yeah.
And because I heard a couple of the songs and stuff, so I was like, all right, this, when I was bumping, I was like, all right, this is something I could rock with. You throw it on in the car and shit, going to the club or whatever and stuff. It's nothing too crazy and stuff. Um, as far as like the influences, like for your sound and stuff, do you think that any of those artists, like even like a Travis Scott or any artist had an influence on your current sound, or
Yeah, I
was it
say
like a different sound?
I did like the SoundCloud scene. I definitely say like Uzi. Probably I don't know. I think I'm more influenced by like street rappers. Not that I'm like a street
Mm,
rapper, but I would say I listen to them more than I listen to like the whole Juice World and
right.
Playboi Carti and all of them.
Right. So wait,
Yeah.
who's in your rotation for your street artists?
I say Key, the Young Boy, Doug, and I say I've been listening to a lot of I've been listening to Yeat, like he from
Yeet?
SoundCloud. I've been listening to him.
Mm,
Uh, I've been listening to some Young Dolph, IP. I've been listening to some Maxo Cream.
Okay.
But like I say, those first four artists I just named are definitely like my main like inspirations when it comes to music.
Okay, but yeah, so it's funny that you said all those names because you hear those names and then you hear the music and it's like, all right, something different or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Not
definitely
exactly the
yeah,
same content, but it's good to have a little diversity when you listening to music because you don't want to hear the same. You don't want to be listening to like let's just say
yeah. I
40
feel like I,
hours.
I be listing my inspirations of people don't really like hear that in my music, but it's like I would say like I'm making like the SoundCloud version of those artists. You feel me? Like if those artists
Mm,
are rapping on like, industry shit, like that's how they would sound.
that okay, yeah. So I get it. I get it. That makes sense because you don't want to listen to somebody too much to the point where you start trying to sound like them. So you're trying to you'll hear the similarities, but it's a different take on it. Basically, is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. And let me see. As far as like, because I would see like a lot of people with a lot of kids trying to copy different styles and stuff to get on, like with the with the SoundCloud rap and the whole AI stuff going on. Like I heard like AI versions of like Yeet and Drake and stuff. What's your take on like on the AI stuff with the music and stuff?
That shit,
Because
I
I know
hate.
that's more like your generation and stuff
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
not,
AI.
I hate that shit. Anybody that bump AI, can I swear on here?
Yeah, 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 you can listen, man. You can
Anybody,
do whatever you want, man.
anybody that bump AI, you fucking lame. Anybody that make AI music, you fucking lame. Like I understand people is trying to like experiment and just see where shit could go. But like, bro, if you genuinely listen to that shit, you lame as fuck. Like, bro, because I feel like that shit like a threat to like people making real art. Like, I can't imagine how
Mm,
Drake feel like having a fucking trash ass AI song drop, and just because niggas use your voice to get all them streams and like all this recognition that you should be getting. So like, I don't know, I don't really condone that shit. I don't.
right,
I would say like I think it's cool. Like any other person, like I was like, wow, like that's crazy. But like, nah, that shit whack. That shit whack.
right.
Don't make no AI songs to me, bro. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, it's funny because I was listening to the song before I found out it was AI, and I'm like, hey, this is cool and stuff. And I heard different artists, like I heard what was it? It was Rihanna and I forgot. I think it was a Bad Bunny track and stuff. So you get to hear like different artists, mixing through and mingling and stuff, but it's like it's not them. And then
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
also like a rip off those, your intellectual property and stuff because they're using your voice.
some of them songs be cool, I guess, but like, bro, for the most part, that shit be trash, and it's just like, bro, you so lame. Like, I don't know. I feel like that shit is just so lame. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't support that shit. I don't condone it, but
Right.
people are gonna do what they want to do, whether or not I fuck with it. So,
Yeah,
um,
nah, yeah, I totally agree with that, man. Because
yeah, I guess I guess I'm looking to see where it's gonna lead. You feel me? Like 20 years in the future, are we gonna have like you remember that AI artist that came out, like shit like that?
oh yeah, 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 I remember that.
Yeah, like nah, bro. Leave
Yeah.
it to like the
That
real people to like create music and shit like that. You feel me?
yeah. And you
Yeah.
see the thing with that is like that situation was like an AI artist through a label. So it
Mhm.
was kind of like they saying that they making the profits and stuff. But like with
Yeah.
this thing, it's like they taking, I don't know how they're doing it, but I'm assuming they're taking parts of their old songs that's already out and then combining it to make it sound like it's dumb. And then it's like they're putting it on Spotify, Apple Music. So they're making money off these songs.
Hey, bro,
And these artists are not seeing it.
I promise you, bro. No artist that like that shit is happening to. No artist thinks that's cool. No artist is
Yeah,
trying to like no artist fucks with that. I promise you, like don't do that shit.
yeah, yeah. It's funny because there was an artist. I don't know if you're familiar with Kelly. I think he's from Canada. and stuff.
Yeah, he like the
Yeah,
one person I seen. Like I know what you're talking about. He the one person I seen. I was like,
yeah.
if you make a hit with my voice, then. But it's like, bro, nobody else, bro. I swear, I
So
swear.
you telling me if someone was to make an AI song with your voice and it blew up, you wouldn't mind getting a 50% cut of that?
Bro, I wouldn't want that. You feel me? Like, of
Mm,
course, I would be like, yeah, run me my money, but I wouldn't like
right.
want some shit like that to happen. Like, I wouldn't want like, cause
You
that
want
means
consent first.
yeah, yeah. That means that my music can be like made by other people. Like I don't want to be the type of artist where like other people can make my music. Like you feel me? Like somebody shouldn't be able to like you feel me? If you hear AI Rich Amiri song, you should like off rip be like, yo, this is not Amiri. What the fuck is this? You feel me? So like if that happened, I guess I'd be like, I don't know. I just that feeling of being replaceable wouldn't sit right with me. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm,
That feeling
right.
of being replaceable by a robot would not sit right with me. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, it seems like you're real passionate about the music stuff because this is something that you put your sweat, tears into this. You spend long nights in the studio. Now, let me ask you, if music didn't work out for you, what was your plan B? Like, if you never stepped on a microphone, if you didn't record in your boy's crib or whatever, like with the FL studio and shit, what was your backup plan?
I ain't had no backup plan to be honest. I'll probably be mopping floors. Honestly, I didn't have nothing else that I was really good at. You feel me? So like this is
Mm,
the one thing that I was like good at and I just made that work. Feel me?
not even in school, like college
Well,
wise and stuff.
in college, I had like a 0.2 GPA. Like I just got an interview like telling them people that like, bro, like right when I blew up on music is right when I was finna get like kicked out of college. You feel me? Feel what I'm saying?
Mm,
So the day I left college, I was like, okay, I'm going to LA every weekend. I don't really need to do this shit. I was really only in college because like, all my peoples was there and like
right.
I don't, college is just like, I don't know, the college I went to was just like a cool ass environment that like I fuck with being there. But like, bro, I think out of those 2 semesters that I was in college, I probably went to a total of like 10 max classes, bro. Like
Oh
absolute
wow.
limit. I think I think I went to less, but like limit for real, like I probably went to like 10 classes, bro. So
Nah,
nah,
yeah.
that shit was
Nah, I feel you on that because sometimes you go to school and stuff, and school's not everybody's calling and stuff. Like I went into school and stuff, and it's cool and stuff or whatever, but it's just when you got other things lined up and stuff, career wise and stuff, and you got money coming in or whatever, it's kind of like, do I stay on the school route? But as far as like, when your music career starts getting more settled into place, you think about going back to school, finish it up, or is it more like
hell, hell nah, bro. I'm done with school.
yeah, oh,
I'm
you
done with school.
you it is finished, right?
I ain't never really like look at school as like, something that's gonna help me in the future. So it's like, nah, I'm not about to finish that shit. Nah.
All right,
Hell,
listen, that's cool. Listen, as long as you make your money and stuff, and I would just say, reinvest it into your business and stuff, your music, you
of
know,
course.
so probably some real estate, some property, keep that money coming in, so that way, you could get the people that's coming out of college, your boys and stuff or whatever, and have them, run the business and shit like that. That's how you got to finesse it sometimes.
So,
Um, so I noticed you had Lil Tecca on the project. That was the only feature. Do you have any future collabs coming up or anybody that you would like to work with in the industry?
yeah, I got some crazy shit in the vault, but none that I'm like trying to speak on at this
Mm,
moment. But
mm.
yeah, I do got some good features in the vault.
Are we gonna see that on the next project, or is that something that we might be getting on a single soon?
Yeah, yeah, it might be a single. Yeah, most likely gonna be a single, but if not, it'll definitely be on the next project.
Okay, dope, dope. Let me see. And as far as like how you got here today for your career, because I know a little bit, because I always do my research and stuff before I jump into these interviews and stuff. But for the people that don't know, like, how did you even get started with the music? Was it just something that you and your boys was in the crib? Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just fucking around on
it
the
was
FL
exactly
Studio.
that. Me and my boys was in
Mm,
the crib and they just showed me how to make a song on GarageBand and shit. From there, I learned from my internet friends how to use FL Studio, and then from there, I've been learning how to use Pro Tools, and I'll just keep learning.
mm.
Mm.
And what was like that process? Like, was it like first song was a hit, or was it like 10th song and that was the hit, or like, because
Uh,
look, I made music and stuff, so I know the journey. So like, you got that
yeah,
first
bro.
song,
Maybe
you
like
think,
yeah, I thought my first song was a hit, but nobody else did. But it wasn't until
mm,
like maybe my 150 song where it
oh
was like,
wow,
yeah, people started paying attention. You feel me? Not my
and
150 song that I dropped. I say like my 150 song that I made. That's when people was like,
mm,
you feel me?
and let me ask you, what kind of basically just got you through that whole from 0 to 150? Because I know sometimes a lot of artists that's coming up, they would probably say like, let's see, hold on one second. A lot of artists would say, yeah, I got discouraged after the first song. It didn't do the numbers it was supposed to do.
Of course.
So,
Um,
like, how was that for you?
Shit, I ain't really care. I ain't really care about music too much until like shit started taking off. Like I ain't, I was really like, I don't know. It wasn't like, damn, bro, my music not doing no numbers. It was just like, this shit probably gone. I always had this feeling that this shit was gonna work out. So I wasn't too scared. I wasn't too worried. But like, damn, it's obviously like, a bad feeling, like, damn, bro, my shit not working. But like, it wasn't like I was beating myself over the head for it.
Right. And let me see. 'Cause we already spoke about like who influenced you for like your music and stuff. Um, who would you say is more like your idol? Because I think that's the difference between like listening to somebody every day. Like, who's like one artist that you look up to, that you could say like, this is the blueprint, this is the route that I want to go music wise in the industry.
I wouldn't say I have no idol. You feel me? I'm not trying to do like nothing anybody else did. Like I'm trying to like.
Mm,
I feel what you're saying 100%, but I don't really have no person that I'm looking at, and I was like, okay, I gotta do shit like them, like the way they did shit. Like you feel me? I don't got no person that, but like I do have like a bunch of inspirations and different little things that a lot of artists did. Like, but that's like 20, 25 artists, and I'm like nitpicking like little things that they did. You feel me?
right.
You feel me? But it's not like I have one person where it's like, okay, I want to follow in their footsteps. Nah, it's not like
Yeah, I mean, no, that's fair. That's definitely fair. I will always say like, try to pay attention to everybody and then pick the best traits
that.
from each artist and stuff. Because not everyone's gonna have the not everyone is gonna be a Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, well, if you want to take Jay-Z's, business mindset, and then you want to take,
And then
I don't know,
combine it with
Futures, right, and take Futures, productivity when it comes to like music releases, or like NBA Young Boys, the way he be releasing music. You combine all three of that, and then you got something on your hands and shit.
hmm
Um, as far as that goes, where do you see yourself 3 to 5 years from now?
shit. Hopefully, rich as fuck. I'm trying to be like rich. Like I'm trying to. I don't know. I hope I had like a way bigger. I hope I have like a really big impact on the game too.
Mm,
I hope people can look at me and be like, I hope I'm somebody's idol. I hope people are looking at me and like I'm showing people like how to move and shit like that. I really just, I don't know. I want to help people like without like even knowing it. I just want to inspire people. You feel what I'm saying? I want to be like the reason somebody really like did this shit. Just how people was for me.
Right. I mean, you kind of doing that already and stuff because the funny thing about this, those little kids, those young kids that's sitting there rapping, on the FL studio with the mic in the crib in the closet and shit. They gonna be
Yeah.
on YouTube, looking at these interviews and stuff. Like all these interviews, these are like for your archives and shit. So it's like all these interviews that you're doing now, these are gonna be the first interviews that people get to see of you. You know what I'm saying? Before like you really hit the ground running and stuff. So it's like your
Yeah,
core fan base, these are the videos that they're looking for and stuff.
I already see my influence. Like you said, like I already see my influence. But like, yeah, 100%. I just want that shit like to like, you know, like be crazy, like undisputable. Feel me?
Mhm. And let me see, as far as like, 'cause I know you kept saying that you want to get rich. What's your biggest purchase so far?
Oh my God. Our biggest purchase is probably like the fucking like Balenci coat that I never wore, bro, that I gotta sell. Like,
Damn.
I don't know, like I never wore it because it was like I wanted to like make myself feel dumb for like spending so much money on like some stupid shit. So I don't know, that's some corny shit, but I just really wanted to like, I don't know. But I'm selling it soon. But that's probably like my biggest purchase. I've been moving around, so I ain't really like bought a place, I bought a car, some shit like that. But
Right.
yeah, that's probably my biggest purchase. It's this Balenci coat that I spent like 3 bands.
Shit, now that I mean, shit, that's better than most artists. I know some people they get their first check and they go crazy. They start buying the watches and
Yeah,
they go get
exactly.
the chains and stuff. So,
I just got this little chain, but I don't got no like
uh,
crazy, so like that.
shit, shit, your shit bigger than mine. So my shit pretty thin over here. You can only see it when it's up against my neck. So you doing a little
Shit.
better than me. The only
Just
thing I got is probably the ring, but but shit,
yeah.
that's what's up. Try to stack your bread and stuff, and when you get that big check, it's okay to treat yourself. I like to tell people that always treat yourself. Don't get too caught up in the business side of it. Make sure to have fun also, but do it responsibly and shit. And as far as when it comes to like fashion and drip and stuff, because I heard you say the Balenciaga jacket and shit. Who who do you look towards as far as like fashion, or can you say that your drip is like unique towards you or
I would say my drip,
growing
like
up?
that's one thing that's like completely unique to me. Like I don't really look at nobody and be like, yeah, I want to dress like them. Like I put that shit on like what I feel like wearing. And it's always been like that. Like even since a little kid, like I used to, I don't know, I used to like beat up clothes and like do stupid shit to clothes and like should I be looking crazy? But it was just like, you know, I was wearing what I wanted to wear. You feel what I'm saying? Even if like that
Right.
shit didn't look good to nobody else, even if kids in school was like, bro, what are you wearing? Like, I'm always wearing the shit I want to wear. You feel me?
Shit, that's what's up. It's always
Yeah.
it's always good to have your own style and shit, because people could copy all the shit that you buy and shit, but you probably can't rock it like you.
Yeah,
So
they can. Yeah,
that
they can.
that right there is different. Um, Before we close out the interview, do you have anything that you want to shout out as far as like projects, any upcoming tours, shows, anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, tour soon. I can't really talk so much about the tour, but if you know, you know, tour soon. By the time this come out, I'll probably already be on tour. But Evolution out now. Go bump that shit. Listen to that shit from start to finish in one take, bro. That shit really experienced. But yeah, that pretty much it.
All right. Well, listen, man. This is Floss Magazine. We just want to thank you, bro, for taking the time out your schedule and shit. Drop in with us and stuff. Yeah, don't forget to make sure you stream Evolution everywhere. It's on all streaming platforms. Run the numbers up. All right. Let's help this guy, get to the bag. Let's help him get on and stuff because he got a long way to, for the music industry. And I heard his music. If you didn't, I'm gonna leave the links down below. Make sure y'all tune into that. You want to shout out your Instagram or social media platform or anything?
It's Rich Amiri. Everything is Rich Amiri with two eyes on everything.
There, there you go. It's your boy Marcus Scott, FLOSS Magazine. I'm out. Yo, Rich. Thank you again, bro.
All right, bro.